So good evening, fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. We are team unknown yet. And let us introduce you to our candidate for today with regards to our solution. Please meet Anna. Anna has just left secondary school. She lives in United City. Anna has woken up one morning and stepped out of her house and sees a huge piece of land in front of her home. We are trying to provide Anna with what she sees and trying to identify the opportunities that she sees in front of her. Because we want to keep Anna in the village setting rather than pull her into the city. Our leading solution statement is that we would like to empower, we would like to create empowerment through entrepreneurship, leading to sustainable development for Anna. Anna, of course, has a whole lot of challenges. Being a teenager, we currently all have been through that stage. We've got a lot of challenges. Social, employment, I've just left school, what do I need to do? So here's the market. Anna has seen a huge piece of land. And Anna loves ginger. We want to provide Anna using this framework to overlay what she sees in front of her, the business knowledge. She's come out of school, we want to provide her with that business knowledge. Whether it would be financial literacy, how to manage a business, how to manage her assets. And we'd also like to overlay it with farming knowledge. How do I work the land? What sort of tools do I need to work the land? And of course, we'd like to provide her with the farming skills. Because Anna's come out of the school and she's in the village setting, we'd like to keep it simple for Anna so that she can follow them and she can relate to and not get too confused and say this is too difficult. So we'd like to overlay these skill sets so that Anna is empowered to work the land and also to access the market. What is the process? We identify her skills, but importantly, we identify the passion, whether she has the passion to do farming, and more importantly, ginger. Understand that passion and also provide the mentorship that we would like Anna to succeed in. Who are our stakeholders? Government, vocational institutes, when I say government, agricultural sector, microfinance, and of course you, our investors. Anna is not here because she is working the farmland. What are our enabling tools? Of course, funding seed, a financial literacy program that will help her, and also a farming app. If I go and plant ginger today, I tell my app that I'm planting ginger today. A few weeks down the line, the app says, oh, you're ready to harvest a few months. This is the amount of money I've spent putting into it. And of course, we would also provide the mentoring and evaluation so that we ensure that our solution statement helps her. Thank you very much.
Hey, May! How are you?
I'm well. Well, actually, I'm not too good today, Dana.
What happened?
Well, you see, my house girl, she missed work again today.
You need to stop with these house girls.
But how am I supposed to?
Get yourself a cleaning robot. That's what I did. I am. Yeah, just buy it's
No,
okay.
but Salah, she's a widow. She has 2 children in high school. She lives in a settlement quite a bit of a distance from me. She needs this job. So I just thought of firing her a bit too hard.
What happens to people like that when we talk about technological advancements and things like that? People are going to lose their jobs. In the coming future, we feel girls like Salah, who have a responsibility to feed their family, are going to lose their jobs, like cleaning this thing, cleaning whatever. And we need to start thinking about them. Here we are. How do we start taking care of them? Okay, so we think that simply by empowering ladies,
That's a good, oh, robots. That's going to be our pitch. We need to empower these ladies to match technology and come into the future, that the way things are going to be in the future is very technological.
Yeah, so we feel if they are tech savvy through just simply by having enough data on them or a phone that's a smartphone, knowing what the tips and cleaning tips might be, we feel this nonsense, but we feel that.
But how will this be possible? We can't be doing it. You can't be doing it yourself.
I can't be doing it, but we have Vodafone, we have Digicel, we have Ministry of Labor, we have Ministry of Women. We have all these agencies that can work together to come up with a data bundle that is specifically working for these people for today and the future. How they can start to feel like they are a part of something bigger. A community is be empowered by being connected to the internet at affordable and accessible data bundles,
Right.
which can come in different forms. It could be a data bundle, it could be a SIM card, it could be an absolutely
SIM card, like the student SIM card.
something like this. The
Now
student
it's like
SIM card. It'll be a cleaner card. It can be a cleaner phone. That is a phone that comes with pre-installed apps, giving them tips as to what are the new technologies that are in the market that they need to start thinking about. Because in the next 15 years, they might be out of job. What are they going to do? So we need to start thinking about
the simple access and the affordable. But then, why would Sana want to go and buy a new phone, perhaps? Or what are the options might there be? Oh, maybe in the free Wi-Fi, maybe like more.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Investors, thank you so much for your time today. We know that you are very busy people, but we'll only take 3 minutes. Nada? Oh, we are from the Phoenix team.
Let me introduce you to Nathan. He's 10 years old, and actually he's my son. And he was born with low vision. And when he was born, we did not know that his eye was affected. And I mean, he was born that way. And even doctors in Fiji, in Suva, they could not. I think they said that he was totally blind until found a specialist in Honolulu, which they had the equipment, and they were able to see that his optic nerves were still developing, and that it would get better as we grew older. And yes, he's 10 years old now, and he is much better now. But we're just thinking of other children around Fiji who do not have access, or those parents who really is not aware of other services. So yes, the challenges that he's facing is he's a low vision boy, and person to make.
So Nathan currently tries to solve this by attending a special school, namely Fiji School for the Blind. But the problem is that there is still an existing stigma surrounding disabled children, which we are going to solve today.
So really, for Nada, I mean, having a child like Nathan is in a way still lucky because Nada and his family supports the fact that he's got low vision and he can go to the Fiji School for the Blind. But what we're thinking are other friends of Nathan's, for example, who live in Namosi or in provinces like Naitay Siri, right in the interior, and they do not have these services. They don't have these schools. Another thing, the biggest problem we see is there is a stigma with parents and families themselves who have disabled children. And most of these children, they just stay at home, not going to school at all because they're ashamed that they have a disabled child. So that's actually one of the biggest issues that we can see. Now, to be able to solve these, investors, we need your assistance and your help. We want to build a one-stop, centrally located, so that means if it's going to be in Naitay Siri, somewhere where a lot of different communities can actually travel to this one-stop center that provides accessible resources, adaptive learning materials, family counseling, learning and social activities to families who have disabled children. So we want to have this safe space where the focus is family oriented, not just on the child. So we want to involve communities, the Turangan Chorus community leaders, to bring in and encourage families themselves to come together with their disabled children, to have counseling services there, for the kids to be able to socialize, because one of the things that Nathan really enjoys is to feel like they belong with other children, not just disabled children, but with other children as well. So we believe that this safe space, this sanctuary, which we're going to call the Raramavo Center. Do you know what that means?
New Dawn.
A New Dawn is the name of. Okay, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Team Buzzwords, and we're here to tell you a little bit about Lily, a 30-year-old teacher in Bar. She's from Suva, and she has been living in Bar for 2 years now, teaching 12 to 15-year-olds English at Xavier College. Lily is facing the issue of too much paperwork, not enough time, and tools or strategies to equip her students to get the right skills to join the workforce. We, Buzzwords, we are here to pitch on Lily's behalf EduCorp, an online portal that connects high school teachers in Fiji. This portal will allow Lily and other teachers to upload documents, curriculums, manage paperwork, share ideas, tools, networks, and strategies.
Thank you. So with all this streamlined administration, Lily now has time to work on her professional development, which we think is the biggest selling point of this app. So Lily, as well as all the other teachers, are going to have a mentor that they will connect with through this app. And that mentor ideally would be someone from a different industry. So they might be a business leader, they might be based, in Suva if Lily is out in Bar, and they would give Lily support in problem solving and letting her know about opportunities that she can then pass on to her students. Also, because it's an app, it's able to be updated regularly so teachers can connect with each other, but not only in Fiji, potentially after our pilot has got off the ground with your support, it could also launch into other areas of the region, also maybe internationally. So teachers and leaders can all connect together, which is really what I think the next phase of the workforce is going to be about. Teachers being really well equipped to impart knowledge and experience with their students. What else have we got?
We've got a few challenges as well that we foresee. Little experience in the workforce, which kind of restricts the teachers to help their students. So if I've been a teacher all my life, I haven't worked out in the private sector, I'm not able to share with them exactly what skill sets they need. So apart from the usual, how to write your CV, how to write an application letter, how to sit for an interview. One thing I noticed when I was in school was nobody ever told us to write a resignation letter. So, because I hadn't worked, or maybe my teacher hadn't worked outside of the school system, they just didn't think that it was necessary to teach us how to write a resignation letter. But these this portal would help them try to address some of those gaps. Also, the lack of support system, especially in the rural communities. So here, with this portal, these teachers are able to connect with each other. It also serves as a support system for them.
And I guess in terms of technology and investing, it means that your money will go a long way. We're focusing on one person, which impacts a whole school and community. Thank you.
Good afternoon. We're the last team. And today we want to introduce you to Shalini. Now, Shalini Shalini. She is a high school teacher from Rakizaki who is married with 2 kids, so she's quite busy. Now, Shalini would love to empower her disadvantaged students to learn the skills they need to prepare them for the workforce of the future and thrive in the 21st century. But sadly, that's why she looks so sad, the training that she received 12 years ago is now growing obsolete due to the changing social and technological landscapes. So what she needs is the training to identify disadvantaged students, as well as training to identify special interests. Student special interests, that is. Okay, so to help Shalini, we would like to pitch LAMSI. Now, LAMSI is a learning management system where Fiji teachers can get targeted training to help identify students' disabilities and interests. Now, it's going to be like, Moodle, if you're familiar with Moodle, but you also have access from an app so that we can boost our mobile learning ability. Okay, teachers will then be able to empower students and grow and channel their interests to sustainable fields, including entrepreneurship. And this also fosters lifelong learning, which is key to our challenge. Okay, so teachers are able to take the training when they are able to, which is important for Shalini because she's busy, and for the most part, from where they are able to, because it's online. MOE, the Ministry of Education, if they decide to take this up, is also able to disperse and monitor training on a wider scale, if again, they decide to take this up. So our solution will empower Shalini and others like her to empower disadvantaged youth. So our solution is empowerment. And so as you can see here, this is an empowered Shalini with her big smile. Thank you.